I don't know if it's free or not. Right, you can run Joe from your project, or you can do this on your side.
No, I got to B minus because of this week.
How's it going?
I'm good. We stayed up till midnight last night trying to get user authentication. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
We stayed up till midnight last night trying to get user authentication going and we couldn't figure it out.
Oh no, at least you tried.
Yeah.
What were you trying to do it with?
Next auth and Google. I don't know, something just kept going wrong.
Yeah. You may try Clerk.
Clerk? Okay.
Yeah, a lot of people
I saw that on one of last year's
yeah.
builds. They had Clerk and I didn't know what that was, but
Yeah, so with auth, there's like you can do it yourself or you can use a provider. And Clerk is like a common provider. There's a few others where they like take care of doing it for you.
okay.
And it's usually pretty easy to get started.
Cool. Yeah, look into that.
Okay.
Nate said he might be late if he's able to make it at all. He had to go to work.
Cool. Your ears are all red, Carl. Yeah.
Oh, I put them in. Yeah. That's like so that they are not. Mhm.
Does everybody need minutes? Kind of get everything together? Okay.
Thank you.
That's all. That minute change, maybe 10:30? 20 minutes?
In the.
Man, Scoop died. Is that? Apparently BBC.
Yeah.
Right now, Scoop.
I have a presentation.
This should be.
Yeah, I think it's, yeah. See what do for you or what?
Yeah, look at those working.
Okay, that's it.
Thanks, Ryan. And Mary.
Check out the,
Here, I'll-
you, like the great job. That you. Our kids look at me.
Oh, there.
This one.
Yeah, it took me here.
Double times this. Yeah, because I wanted with the house, so they don't freaking.
How everything go?
Pretty good.
So I need to, just, let me just.
Like, oh yeah, I decided to see it, yeah.
It was one of the learning videos they talked about JSP.
So, oh,
Yeah. I've never.
yeah.
But that's what you learn, it's not an abstract.
Back to, it's what?
That's an abstract.
Yeah.
So it's able to get up there, don't have to do quick.
Oh, oh, it worked.
It works.
Yeah.
Weird. Huh. Wonder why. Oh, maybe, did you change something? You said it was files. And I had to.
Oh, really?
Not like push.
It's great. So making.
I think you just leave it as, yeah, but I think if you go into. So this gonna be everything you want to do? Not everything, yes. It's not gonna hear it.
It should. Mostly. I know, Tommy was.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I got it to work.
It's mine, doesn't it?
Yeah.
I'm just glad I was able to get like some better pictures from the first. Yeah. There's so many fishes wear it, like how it's named, I don't know, it's so weird. Or it's gonna be. Yeah. Yeah.
Go back to the one. Work. Yeah. Okay.
I wanted to see that. It's so finicky though, is what I.
Two functions.
Like-
So functions are your routes. These are what your routes are. Yes, so they're there.
Maybe that's what
We want.
Or it's a joke, like,
So, yeah.
Really? Now that I like.
It's not like.
Half the Bible was. Singing errors.
Yeah.
Yeah, there were like other things too.
It's based on.
Well, it's right.
No. Oh, yeah. So it's, he was saying Curso at the beginning of the thing, and I was like, I've never heard of that. Well,
This last slide.
that's Curso diagnosed.
This is the format that I started, yeah.
But this will take a little bit, so. So you might.
So like you're with the.
It's, you got something going on?
Right. Okay.
Yeah, so I was talking to. About how to do this SQL
The next grade, yeah.
trying to do it through like. Railway and. a bunch of places. He was like, just first though. So it's fucking, I got him there, oh, he's actually like, yeah, doing all that. Yes, it was working.
Yeah.
And there was no videos on
And then if you look at the next day.
Secrets looking on that.
Next day.
And last year we used MongoDB, which like it was online from even like in your local environment. So it's still online.
You should look
Yeah, I
at
think
this.
SQL Lite is not. It's just a small file base. But what we're doing.
No, I like that.
Yeah, I never heard of. Sorry about that.
So now it's like showing all the vouchers, but. Now
It's
it's
you walk
like,
through your
I
video.
can't change it.
I think maybe it's order.
We're allowed to do this, but then we now that to the indicator button, so I never was able to figure out.
Stuff like that. Just full teams.
Tommy's on vacation.
So
He won't be here. Paris, haven't heard. Paris, haven't heard.
And I was able to get the button off, just like, white.
Yeah.
Except it wouldn't.
I hope that's good.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, it does. But it wouldn't move. I was like, no, so I just was gonna go with dog. Is there anything I think so?
She wasn't doing this. You can tell us out there.
Let's see, they,
Where's my Postgres, does that post for
And the lady.
this project?
Is, she's so sweet.
well.
Super.
Yeah.
Yeah, couldn't do this in here? No.
Oh, okay.
It's
Doesn't care. Doesn't matter.
But she bought it after, like,
Yeah, I mean, you could do. Yeah, I think the drivers should be exactly the same for SQLite and Postgres.
You just have to change the.
You just change the driver, the schemes for those teams. That's, I think you can even do Mongo, like the queries are slightly different.
But there's like a second part, you go up these like stairs and it's a little slide inside that. Yeah, it's super cool. It's small.
Yeah.
It's small. It is kind of small, but it has more on the
I
side.
have to see the.
So like it has a second. Like it's small, then it- yeah.
I have to leave the migration, see how that, for it to work, yeah. At least that's
It
something
was
that
on
we figured
the
out.
page.
You could continue.
There's no right answer. to this.
But it's really cool to hear about it. And the ladies.
Making that one.
start presentations in about 10 minutes. Sweet. 9 minutes. Where'd you go last weekend? You said the cabin?
The cabin,
Back down to Hughesville? You have a cabin?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
yeah, we Airbnb it, but
Oh,
yeah,
this year.
But I feel like I'm.
What's Robert's cake? It's something like that.
yeah,
Which is. I don't think we've been to actually.
yeah.
That's great. It's my favorite place. Yes.
It's like.
Really nice trees,
And it's.
Okay, that's what I'm gonna say.
Yeah, you can serve it mindfully.
Yeah, I just created like an SB, so it's like a fun player.
Yeah.
Oh, so Rivers has eight, whatever. Yeah, it's good.
How was your? That's great.
Oh, it was good. It was actually like surprisingly mostly tame, yeah. Yeah, I took on the responsible adult role now.
Nice.
I have my fun too, but
Just gotta hire some guy.
Where was it?
we went out to some place called Cave Creek. It's like 30 minutes north of Scottsdale, Arizona.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, they rented out like a massive mansion. There was like 2 of them.
Oh, my god.
They all together?
Yeah, we were all in place.
No.
Yes. I got you a little bit.
I can figure it out.
I mean, together.
And then the about us page too was,
It was like-
up here. And then also like, cause this was just images, so I used that one as people.
That one was really cool. Like, there was like no drama.
They were just the styling of like. Was going to think this about us, I find it somewhere. This was.
It's massive. Oh. Pretty cool. But Southwest. It's a sales. Oh, there's fucking. Spent a lot of time. Oh, dude.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, pickleball.
That's coming in.
One of the days, we were like, the last name is.
Hey, we have a chat.
It had been like a clash of trans thing, we were like 4 groups of 8. Yeah. Dude, Jesus. And it's still like 2 acres of land that I didn't touch or develop yet. It was cool. It's so far.
Yeah.
Fun. So I'm glad I went up.
Yeah.
Also on the fence going.
Yeah, I'm sure you gotta go. Yeah, that bunch of stuff for
30 people. Wow, yeah, that's why you get into. Wow, yeah.
Did you know most of the people?
Yeah, I do like 7.
I do set the 8 up, yeah.
No, it's pretty cool. Got really fun. Yeah. Yeah, it was like 4 or 5 different friend circles up there.
It's like, it's great.
It's only 6
It's super professional.
Yeah. Yeah.
3 weeks.
They're gonna be here.
Yeah.
Most of them live here, some of them plan Dallas, there, but.
My friend got married, Sir George, George Lynch, he got married like a couple months ago, last day of his wife. But he did not have a bachelor party, so I married you like, come on, post marriage bachelor party.
Yeah.
4.2 million. Yeah. It's nice for them. We went, my brother and our sons went to Roswell a couple months ago. We
Oh,
went
it's
to,
close to
Mississauga.
So it's.
That was-
Yeah.
Yeah, they had it,
So the
the
other-
second floor was made for apartments and everything. And then the owner had another missile silo, the other side of Roswell, it was untouched. So we had to go in there, and it's like cave dive in there.
Oh, yeah, this is fun.
Yes. So that was like, we gotta hear all the history of it, I haven't told any of it.
Oh, that's great. But I couldn't find anything either, because it was like, okay, really caring about those places that I go there. But how much were you going to write? But I believe.
But yeah, it's about $15.
What's a Titan?
The Titan missile, so the whole heavy missile crisis thing, like they made, like 200.
It's like a massive rocket that can hold a megaton weapon.
This is what they use to then send the astronauts to on a Titan. Cause they decommissioned the whole program, like. Researchers that did after this, they did it, use, spent, millions of dollars.
Dude,
And they're like, hey, we can rebuild it. Isn't that weird?
I think they're falling out of the five.
Yes, yeah.
Okay, so that was much.
So from Titan missile to the Atlas. Yeah, it's not wrong.
wrong one.
They never fired one. Like they said, set it all up for the whole missile crisis thing. Never fired one, but one did explode like in the thing. And the soldiers or airmen or whoever were in there, there's like 5 of them, I think, on a team, and it was like top secret, like they couldn't come out. So it was like a whole thing.
Yeah, and
The history is really cool.
they don't keep like loading each using the side, like meaning the front end, whatever.
We did the alien
Of them
or
presents that.
crash tour over there too. It's cool. It's a little like, okay.
What? They claim that there's like,
And so,
Crash?
yeah, Roswell's whole thing is that there was a crash in like 56 or something on this farmer's land.
So
And then like he was brought in under secret, like they brought the crash site and all this for the
Right, he didn't.
missile or not, spacecraft. or
Catches
whatever.
as many users.
And then he said like Elvis was there apparently, like he was playing at like the little local
And then,
Mexican restaurant or something. Some of it you're like, really?
get them. Okay.
But it's cool, the guy definitely.
everything.
And he takes you around his van.
Yeah.
They have a lot of.
I know it's like you get down these whole, you start
Focused.
things and you're like, damn.
Like apparel. Like there's hats that
Like,
say.
because they're using
Let me explore your body. I got furniture.
So just a way to.
Okay. Oh, yeah, my nephew bought all those hats.
You never wears it, just keeps the pawn shop.
Yeah, that's the problem with those kind of hats, you can't wear them anywhere.
Yeah. And there's so, I took a Tesla and there's only, 2 chargers and they're at the McDonald's. And they're like the slow chargers, so I
Yeah.
just basically park there and plug it in. For Uber and Domino's.
So you're stressed out.
Yeah.
What are they not working?
do you have the long range? Or
No. Yeah, which was fine, because along the way, we're plenty of two chargers. The only part that was hairy was when we were going from I-40 down to Roswell. There's nothing in between, and we had enough that we would make it, but then there was a train that was just stopped on the track for like 3 hours.
Oh.
Yeah, so we're like, well, I gotta figure something out, so luckily there was another stupid small charger, but in like a town 2 over.
Yeah.
We kind of just hung out there for like 10 hours. It's time.
All right, who's first? Okay, sweet. All right. Let's do it. I'm excited to see. Join the Zoom. And share your screen on Zoom. But you can also go up there if you want, or you can just stay there.
Meeting is being recorded.
Kind of, I mean, look at it.
We're working until we swear. Just sharing this one.
Sorry.
Do you wanna read it again? It's not interesting. Like this one, it's the one that. Okay. Sorry, guys.
You're good. Hey. Wow.
So, this is our, like date night activity planner application. We ended up calling it Night Out Navigator, so we wanted to do like really calm, like cool tones for our color themes. And just make it seem kind of like journalistic. And then on the right, where it says plan your date, you can pick a time. And then come up with an activity that you wanna do, and just like write whatever. And then you can hit, yeah, you can add more, you can remove them, and then once you have your whole day put out, then you can hit finalize activity. And then once you hit finalize activity, it will automatically make a PDF file for your itinerary to save. And email out to whoever you have your plans with. And I was able to do that with a JS PDF plugin, which was really fun. But that's just our homepage, and then we can go to the quiz. So for our quiz, you have your general theme for your outing. So if we were to pick like crazy. For one of them, and then do 60 and over. It would then pop up with an alert telling you like what its idea is. So this one is a rage room.
Great.
And it pulls up the map as well.
Is that like where you can go with great stuff?
Yeah,
Wow.
it's like super expensive though,
Yeah. Like free.
like crazy expensive.
You buy all the things you break.
Basically. But each category and each button has a different suggestion, so all in all, it's 16 different suggestions that you'll get from the quiz with what we've had programmed. And we tried to find things that best fit each category. We made the images ourselves for the buttons, just to give it a more fun and interactive look.
You said you made the images yourself? How'd you do that?
Canva,
Cool.
it's my favorite application. But yeah, so we tried to find things that would suit a lot of people's needs and a lot of fun activities that we could find. Learned a lot about Oklahoma in the process. Did you know that we have a ghost tour?
Oh, what?
Ghost tour,
In Oklahoma City or?
yeah.
They sell ghosts.
I thought that was a fun little thing, yeah. No, you're doing a ghost tour downtown.
Oh, like in the Skirvin? I think I have heard of that.
Oh, a tour, oh.
Yeah.
I heard it goes store as
Yeah,
well.
it goes
Oh.
store.
I was like.
Now it goes
Urban
store.
Legend.
Sorry, let me tour. Actually, tour the pots. That's all.
No, I-
Today we should talk by ghost. Yeah, that's pretty much what we did with our quiz. We wanted to make it longer, but with all the features that we added, we feel like 2 questions is enough. And it was also a lot of else if statements, so. Then if, what we give you on the quiz isn't enough, we also have a page just for more things to do. And for this one, we did a carousel of ideas, that you can just like browse through, and these ones are more like outside of the Oklahoma City area. Like you have a weekend getaway, you have a winery in Sulphur, one in Tulsa. Want to take a lake trip, and then glamping. So really just going out of the box for some more ideas, and then if we still don't have everything that you want, you can also submit a suggestion. And the suggestion, once it's submitted, will go straight to the Night Out Navigator inbox.
It's awesome.
So, let's say, let's go shopping for ghost light.
And so
I should have gone through.
I think yours is actually first.
It works just fine, but then you should go to the email and then it'll let you know, you get an email back saying that it received your suggestion.
Yeah.
And then
The pop-up will say, thank you for your suggestion, and then it'll pop up in our email with the name and the suggestion, and with the inbox line of like, new suggestion received. So there's that one too, and then we have our login page. And then once you log into the page, it will take you straight into our quiz. Yeah. And then at the bottom of the majority of our pages, you'll see an about and contact us. Yeah, a little fake backstory, never heard of it. And our contact us is a lot like our suggestion form, where if you put in your name and your email and a message, it will go straight to the Night Out Navigator inbox, and the end user will also receive an email telling them, we got your suggestion and thank you so much for, reaching out. It's okay, I have the inboxes to show that it has worked. But yeah.
So awesome, you.
Yeah. How do you use yourself and what the database for like connecting your email and all that?
We didn't use the Terso database.
What did you use to connect your backend to your front end? Like to send the emails?
This was Prisma, and so I had it in our Prisma and also in our API. I set up an API. I don't know if you can share your screen. It would be in the like contact. Are you preparing just a window? Because I don't want to show the information. But we made an API where essentially when an end user sends in something, it will, we gave it environment variables with the email and what was that password? That's not a password.
Like recrypt something?
Like what Google Chrome does. I forgot the name of it. The like digit code, so you don't have to give it your actual password.
Oh, good.
The app
Password?
password. App password.
Oh,
There we go. Yeah, trying to make it harder. We made an app password for it, so in our environment, variables file or like folder, we put the login and user, and we said, okay, so when this happens, you send this, and then you get it here. So
So the app password thing, if you use NodeMailer, and you use Gmail.
And
with
no
it,
mailer, yeah.
then you can't just use like your Gmail account, but you have to make a specific app password for that app in order for it to work. So that's-
And you have to have two-step authenticator to get an app password.
So what was the most fun thing about it? Most fun thing to build?
I really liked our process for the quiz. I feel like seeing the quiz come together was really fun.
It was scary at first, because I don't know how we're gonna get the images there, but.
Once we started decorating everything, it really just all came together.
And the login page, I like that too, with the email connect.
Yeah,
What was the worst part?
carousel.
Yeah.
The carousel, it's. It's like I would fix one thing and then another thing would break for it, and then I'd fix that thing and then another thing would break for it, so it was just like 2 days of just me wanting to pull out all my hair, like a 2007 Britney Spears song. But definitely the carousel.
That was true.
Yeah. Yeah, we found some documentation for it, we're following that, but it didn't like some of the things, and we had some issues with some of our pictures too. That was a whole ordeal, because we couldn't get the pictures to show up for a while. And then we just ended up like making a file on GitHub with just our pictures and then using the URL. So it did not like us adding our pictures.
It's pretty cool. How did you integrate the map thing to show up?
Yeah, we tried to do the API, but then you have to pay for it. So we just had to like copy
We hacked it a little bit.
yeah, we had to copy
The actual URL, yeah, and put it over there. Okay.
So this is
In our huge quiz, code.
so,
Oh, so like I put the actual URL on the
yeah.
map.
It helps.
Oh,
That's what we stop at too.
Yes. We thought about adding more, and then once I finished the else if statements, I said, I think two. I think that suffices for us.
It's good practice for a big in-house chain.
And get bigger than this,
No, that's pretty big.
That's to make it. I mean,
Maybe have like a database that has like the data of the matches, so like this activity is tagged with this price range and this like, so basically you're building up a database of this stuff, and then you're like, okay, they chose over 60 and this, and so I'm gonna like query the database for things that match that. Is one option.
that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's the-
But I think this is better. I think this was, a lot of thinking went into this one.
That problem solved.
Well, like, eventually, if this was a real company or something, you'd have to have somebody that's like managing all these activities, right? So they would need to be able to like update your bank of activities and recommendations and stuff. And so you don't want them to have to go to the code
To do that.
to do that. You would need to give them some sort of interface where they could manage it. So that would have to, so that would have to be a database.
Another cool way is if you integrated with an AI that could give you back, so that way you're not limited to the ones that going down.
Yeah, more.
Yeah.
We thought about it in the beginning, but when I.
Yeah.
I wanted to keep it simple.
Yeah,
It's for future.
Yeah,
This is not-
because there's gotta be an easier way, and it took a really long time. But that was, I think, the fun part of doing it, was finding all the suggestions. So now I have a lot of ideas for things to do.
but yeah, if you wanted to, like, besides like putting it in the database, you could also make like an array of object with all of these things, and then like just have something that knows how to look through that properly based on their selections.
So what would be the thing to look through the selections?
What would be what?
The thing to look through the array.
So So you have like, what is on, so you have question one answer and then question two answer.
Yeah.
And so there's like, so you have the activities, which is like visit a free museum or whatever. So you have an object that's like activity, and then you have question one answer, whatever that is, crafty tag to it, and then under 20 tag to it. And then whenever they select under 20 crafty, you can like filter the array or find in the array stuff that matches that and return that. So like, where is the object in the array that has crafty and under 20? And is there just one, or is it multiple things that would have that?
The other ones would have like crazy would have under 22, but.
But like, whenever you select stuff on the app, the way it's set up right now, it's just gonna be just one
Yeah,
recommendation.
oh, yeah, yes.
So then you would just find the one that matches.
Because we could have asked several suggestions from that same one. Yeah.
Yeah, if you did have more than one,
Yeah.
then you could like filter and get a list of 2, 3, 4, and just randomly pick one, or like, hey, we have 4 recommendations for you, so then they could like move through those.
Yeah.
I think you had to go through this process first.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's always a V1, and then a V2, and then a V3.
There was, I was doing this, this PDF, so generating a PDF at work, and it was like 5,000 lines of code the first time I did it. When I refactored it, it was like 900. So that first time, you just getting that out, and just
Yeah.
making it happen, and then you just make it better.
This is usually super common, it's so like, okay, I'm just gonna get it to work, and then I'm gonna think, maybe there was an easier way to do this, and then you, so like when you write a paper, there's a first draft, second draft, that's very common code too. Awesome.
It's great, that's
really
all
good
went so far outside your comfort zone, and, you know, you used a bunch of cool stuff, so that's great.
Yeah, it was fun looking at all the, like plugins and stuff that you can install on NPM. Like Node really, I'd never heard of that before, that was really cool.
Yeah, there's tons, I mean, I think everything, probably tons of stuff, you know, stuff, packages that you bring in. Cause like I always say, we stand on the shoulders of giants. Like, we don't write all this awesome stuff, we just deal with it.
I mean, if they got it.
Right, who's next?
Show my basic little thing, no one else wants to go. Blue. Alright, so Tommy, me and ChatGPT made a very very simple, just a form.
Can you talk about your work process you were trying to fix first?
Oh, wait, which one?
So the whole reason you wanted to do this?
Oh, yes, so I recently started a new role in my company where I'm just doing repairs and installations for stuff. So the inspiration was to recreate a piece of paper that I'm using into like electronic form, so I can manage like everyone's requests and check on my phone versus this. So because everyone's really lazy at my job, they forget they're supposed to do this at the end of their day, but they don't. So there's a lot of work out there that I don't know about. So I was hoping this would make the pain a lot less for me and for them. So it's just a simple form, but I learned a lot on using backend, so I can like fill out all the pertinent information and then just adding it, and then I can delete things as I need to and whatnot. So it's very plain Jane. Ooh. It's gone.
It's really fun game.
I know.
So actually, you don't have maintenance to do.
But, so, yeah, I really, this came as a need for my actual work, so it's still not finished. I need to learn how to use Terso, or I know Zach just sent something about using just Vercel to do it, so that's on my list of things to figure out. I learned about No Mailer as well through Tommy. I had it working to where it would send an email to whoever submitted it Mark thinks it has complete, but right now it's not working.
God, twins.
I know. But, so like, I know I want to make a login page as well, because no one else needs access to this information other than me. Because we do have a lot of, just confidential information that like, I don't need our competitors getting access to. So I need to figure out how to, keep all this hidden and just restrict access to just inputting things by, my staff. And we're able to, for me, I should be able to search your tasks. I would like for them to be able to search like, hey, like look up my route, like, find out what, or they can see what's done and what's nothing's done. Or checking like, or for me to check, like, hey, like, who's the high priority, who's the low priority and whatnot, so I can make my, schedule my days and my weeks properly. Well, you know, super simple, but it was, I felt like it was a lot.
Effective. Uh-huh.
So like, do you think you'll be able to get it so that you can use it at work?
Yes.
Have you talked to people about that?
Yeah. I see like for weeks, I like should have something.
Yeah,
I've gotten good support and feedback on like they're looking forward to this, but
yeah,
I also don't want to just. Yeah. Send it out like as is, because I really am worried about somehow it falling into the wrong like person's hands and then I get in a lot of trouble for it, so.
yeah.
We need to figure out some security first before I do. Make it a useful thing for the company.
This is for employees, right? Or is it, okay, yeah.
Yeah, it'll be, yeah.
Just tracking what employees are doing, pretty much.
No, so that. I guess I'm looking for my bosses to track what I'm doing as
Oh.
well. Yeah, but this is more for making the other employees like an easier access to telling me what they need to be done.
It's a ticketing queue.
Yeah, exactly.
Ticketing queue.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool.
I like how you took like the piece of paper idea and you were like, I need this paper.
It's very outdated.
Yeah.
It's working, kind of, but. It's working.
It's crazy how many companies are still like that, like paper-based, stuff, and you can just like digitize it and hopefully make money, like if sell this to a bunch of different companies or whatever,
That'd be nice.
or even at your own work, you should be like, this is mine, I can give it to you, but.
Yeah, exactly. I'm hoping that this takes off well enough for like other things to use it, because apparently other, St. Paul's locations, they don't have anyone that's like the role that I'm in. So I don't know if that would make difference other places or not, but it would be nice if other places could use it. It's a little something extra. We have still have a lot of work ahead, but I'm excited to get it up and running for also not mistakes.
Yeah,
Did you filter, like whenever you do the priorities?
Oh, yeah, that is.
does everybody at your company have like a company email?
I'm sure the tech department, I'm sure someone does, but I don't have access to any information, so I just made a generic one. Using that password and all that as well to communicate with.
But the people that would be adding maintenance requests, do they have like do you guys have a work email or do they just have?
Not the directors, no. So, and like with that, like as of right now, how I have it set up is this email is just for if anyone wants to put something in so that they can be notified when the job is or the work is done. So it could be my supervisor or it could be the drivers if they wanted.
Yeah. So you could look at like Clerk is an auth provider, there's other auth providers as well, like. I was mentioning this to someone else as well, so there's like Nextauth, which I think some of you had looked at, but which is like open source. But you're hosting it yourself, and there's like self-hosted, or there's cloud hosted auth. So there's like Auth0 and Clerk and a few other ones. But Clerk is pretty easy to integrate with Next.js, and then what you can do is you can like set up an org and then just like. Set clerk to not allow people to sign up, and then you can just add people's emails to that org. And then they would be able to log in and add maintenance requests, and then you could give yourself like a super admin account that then can do everything else, like remove them, mark them as easy, but they could just add stuff. So, yeah, check out Twitter.
Philip, let's see. Was, I might be in the wrong one. So this was the function we made. With it, chat GPT to sort.
Please zoom in, just.
See if I can see.
Oh, there you
The other one.
So. I think we set IDs for each one. I don't fully understand every code as well.
Yeah, this is funny, it's like not doing it in the React way, it's like doing it in the. Web, normal way that we first learned.
Yes, it's not not very dynamic. The only thing I learned dynamically was changing routes to dynamic routes versus static routes. Sorry, yeah, it works. Sorry, really understand it, I'll come back to you with a better. I can see it, but you built us on there. Yeah. Well, some of my words, I don't fully understand about will someday.
Awesome, great work.
Alright, so any questions? What was the best part? Your most favorite part?
It's actually making some progress. I don't know, it's cool that was able to add things and then submit things and everything, so. I think that was fun and just learning another, worst part was. I spent several hours trying to figure out what was human bill and adding to my table, making changes, it was just, yeah. So I don't know if I'm still doing it correctly or not, but I think it seems to, yeah, work, but, yeah. What other question? Yeah. No, I'm glad that there's still a ton of things for me to have to do, so. Even it.
It'll be never ending though. We'll always be like, oh, but I could do this too. Gotta make your issues and then decide what's important for that.
And then I'm not going, thank you.
Are you alright, Nancy? Yeah.
Can you guys hear me okay?
Yes.
Yeah, I'll go. Nate isn't gonna make it. He got called into work this morning, but we also had ChatGPT as our third partner. Let's see. All right, I'll go ahead and share. Okay, so I think Jason, you might enjoy. Are you seeing my screen?
Yes.
Okay, what am I showing you?
Welcome to Update Quest.
Awesome. Okay. So Jason, yeah, you might enjoy this too. It's pretty similar to yours in that it's a productivity app, kind of a ticketing queue, but I'm more geared toward like either corporate tasks or like personal chores. So if you guys are familiar with how Agile works, you work in like epics, right? And when I hear the word epic, I think of like an epic battle or like an epic saga. And so I was like, it would be really cool if we turned our tasks into like an RPG game. And so that's what I did. So basically you land here. We stayed up really late last night trying to figure out user authentication and we couldn't figure it out. So right now, if you just add somebody here, it just goes to the database and that person just kind of sits in the database and everything defaults to the primary user. So it's not, the user part's not working, but everything else does. And so when you sign up, you get a new achievement. You just signed up for Epic Quest. And then you can go to, we call it the bounty board. So these are all things that you can choose. Preferably I would love all these images to be like random, but I just put one for now so that kind of a proof of concept. But all of these are just kind of fun quests that you can do. Like this one, something green and smelly is starting to ooze out of the trash can. Take it out before it takes you out. You'll get 100 experience points and 50 gold for completing it. So you just claim quest, new achievement, you just claimed a quest. And then you go over here to my quests, and there it is, green gravy. And let's begin the quest. Okay. And there it is in the active quest. It's now changed to an active status. Complete it. New achievement, blah, blah, blah. Let's find it. There it is. You completed it. I need to do it again, or what? Let's drop it and put it back. That's when somebody else will do it. So that's the basic functions, really. My favorite part was really the Tailwind stuff. This was so fun. Eventually, when we get user stuff working, we can, you know, handle how many points you've got, how many points to the next level, how much gold you got. Eventually you get rewards for all of your experience points and gold. If you want a new quest or a new task that you need to do. Add it here. And then it shows up back here, probably way down here, but. Yeah, that's it. I mean, it's pretty basic and straightforward, but I think working with Tailwind was what took me most of the time to figure out like how to do this stuff on the side here.
So cool. I think I'm ready to join the guild.
Say that again? It's hard to hear you guys.
Oh, I was just saying, I think I'm ready to join the guild.
Okay, then I will let you know when we have user authentication working. And also this looks terrible on mobile and I want to work on that. So. Yeah, any questions?
Killing the AC.
I have a question about Tailwind, but I think I have to look into that.
So I chose Tailwind because when I first started, I was gonna start with Bootstrap, and I wanted to make like a sandbox that I could work on instead of working on this app before I like went and broke stuff. And it asked me if I wanted to install Tailwind, and I was like, what is that? And I looked at it and it was like, this is Bootstrap, but more dynamic and more customizable. And I was like, okay, that's what I want. And so I looked in, I like went down the Tailwind rabbit hole and really enjoyed it.
Is all these the free version of Tailwind?
Sorry, say that again.
He said, is it all the free Tailwind? Or did you have to pay?
Oh yeah, all of this is free. I didn't pay for anything. Doing this this nav bar was just a YouTube tutorial basically on copying Discord's nav bar. It was pretty straightforward, and then I just customized my colors and stuff. Like the thing that I liked about it was I can create my own custom themes. So like all of these colors I named in the Tailwind configuration. And then all I had to do was like background color primary, and it would give me this. And secondary was like this color, and then I found a font that I wanted to use. It was fun.
Can you show your code?
Yeah.
What Tailwind looks like versus Bootstrap.
Oh yeah, Tailwind is pretty insane the way that it works. Let's get out of that one.
Can you zoom in? Okay.
Yes. Is it zooming? It's not zooming. Why not? Is it not control scroll?
Control plus,
Control plus.
command plus.
Does that work? Is that good? Let's see. So scroll down to, this doesn't have anything. There's one. I think, yeah. So yeah, this is probably a good example. You use class name to define all of your CSS stuff. So fixed means you want it to stay in place. Top 0, like if you hover over it, it'll show you what that class is giving you. So HScreen, height, width, flex is self-explanatory. All of that. And then what I did was I created a, I can't remember the term for it, but basically this is for all of the sidebar icons. So all I had to do was plug in sidebar, and then everything that is a sidebar icon just grabs all of this Tailwind formatting.
Very nice. Good question. What was the worst part?
The worst part, user auth last night. Probably we were beating our head against it all night. But yeah, I feel like there's not a worst part because it's all solving a puzzle.
Yeah.
You should actually make this company.
I want,
Who's
I,
like, in Linear. And I think you should make, what is it, Epic Quest?
Mhm.
I think it'd be so funny if that was, like, it was just all, like, basically the same as Jira and Linear, but all following like D&D.
yeah, like I am a Jira admin, and so that's where a lot of this like came from. And I built kind of an RPG project in Jira, but I was like, it's not as much fun because like I really like these notifications. I don't know if anybody's ever read Dungeon Crawler Carl. But there's an AI in it who's kind of snarky, and so like when you get a new achievement, it says like really silly stuff. Let's see, one of these, I put one of them, it says something really stupid. I think it's like when you create a new quest, it says, don't be lazy, make sure that you go do it instead of assigning it to somebody else or something like that. Maybe when you drop a quest, it says something snarky. New achievement, you gave up on a quest. But yeah, that's the part that I think is fun, is just like giving snarky things, or like this one I think is kind of tongue in cheek, cult classic. Some weirdo is making his followers wear these silly red hats. Put an end to his shenanigans and prevent people from drinking the Kool-Aid. Like that's not an actual task you can do, but like I think making things fun and silly and then giving rewards for your tasks is what is really the whole point. Like, careful, it bites. The dishes have been sitting in the sink so long they've become sentient. I would love to plug in an AI language model so that like when you create a quest, it spins it in this really fun way.
Yeah, that's funny.
Do you get, so when you get a certain amount of gold or whatever, can you buy anything or?
Not yet, but that's the goal, right? Like, so eventually you have like swag that you could buy. I would put like a gold store or like a marketplace over here that you can use. And then like for if you, once you get enough experience points, you level up and then like you can unlock new stuff by leveling up. That's where this stuff would come in handy. I would love a skill tree. So like if you do dishes more than often, you're like a master dish doer, whatever you want to like call it, and then like you unlock new dish loot.
Nice.
Like that's the ultimate goal. And there are apps out there that exist like this already. But they have a different interface, and I really wanted to key into that gaming look.
Not bad.
Yeah, it looks great.
Thanks.
Noise.
It all flows together really well, like the theme of it all fits so well, like, yeah, super good.
Yeah, it took me so long to figure out how to make something look like it was glowing. Like that was the hardest thing, because I wanted it to look like runes that were magical.
Good game over play back in 2000 around Skate 5. Yeah. Good. All right.
The other stay up all night group, call you on.
All right, last but not least.
Recording in progress.
It's that book, Dungeon Crawler Carl. It's like, I forget what that genre is called. There's some like book series called He Who Fights Monsters on the
Lit RPG.
Yeah, that's been really cool. Dungeon Crawler Carl is on my list after I get caught up on He Who Fights.
Bro, it's so funny. It's
Really good things.
it's the best.
Is it just a book or is it like an actual
It's-
RPG?
It's a series of books that basically the premise is that aliens have taken over the world and you have to go through these dungeons and earn rewards in order to survive.
Will you send me the name of that?
You said books.
Listen to it on Audible. It's the best way to do it. The guy who narrates it is hilarious.
What's the book called?
Dungeon Crawler Carl. Yeah. My boyfriend loves the ending, so he might like that.
My son got it, so he's a programmer, and everything. He got invited to a D&D game, and he said, I'm a cool nerd, I can't go to that.
I'm a little offended.
He'll learn something.
Yeah, my little mushroom like fighter would not agree with that.
Oh.
Oh,
Welcome to, oh,
welcome to plans, parenthood.
You have this speaker for the
I think with that one, then it's hot on there.
Okay. Good call, good call.
Philip, turn your mic on.
All right.
Can't wait to rewatch the recordings just to see it really fun.
All right, so our project was to create a plant website where you can go in there, get your plants, if you want to start your own little garden, indoor, outdoors. If you want plants that last, that was the ultimate goal, but we are not there yet, but we are on the way. So our landing page is when you come in, is the welcome to Plant Parenthood. We have our contact us indoor, outdoor page. If you go to contact us, we have a form where you can fill it out, put your email and send us a message over what you want. Maybe you've been killing plants and need help doing it, getting in the right direction. You can send us a message. Nothing will come in right now because our backend is not connected to it. We've been trying to work on that, but that will be our contact page. And then when you come to About Us, you can learn about our mission, why to be a planter, community support, expert tips, and all that. And then you can find our developers down there that helped create and manage your plans. When you go to, let's go to a different. When you go to outdoor, you'll go in there and, oh, well, what's going on there? Oh, there we go. You can see some variety of outdoor plants there and some information about them. More to come as we continue. We've integrated API on our PlantNet right over here. When you come in here, you can get more plants and they can keep refreshing, get as many as you want. It uses the Truffle API to pull them in. So as we continue to build it, we'll be getting you the plans and telling you what you need to do with them. But as of now, that's what happens. But as of now, you can talk to AI. And AI can help you since we can't yet. So yeah, helped built by AI, and AI can also help you take care of your plans over there. What else? Or you can also sign in over here. So once you sign in, the final goal will be to see and maintain your plans, because we want you to be able to also get like reminders, like you haven't watered your plants in a while or you're overwatering in your plants. You can go in there and be able to put when you last watered them, when you last did things with them. And that will be the goal. When you search for plants down here as well, you can search for a plant that you want, like a cactus. And it'll show you a cactus and what you need to do with it, with your care instructions as well. And this is our local API created by us. So it goes into directly from us, this one. And yes. Yeah, the search is us. The other one is ChatGPT and AI. That was mostly Koi, so he can explain it better on that
like
part.
the chatbot.
Yes.
Oh, I used BotPress and it was pretty simple to use. You just need to deploy it and put the script into the yes. Yeah, BotPress. See if I know where it is. So many things happen on our page.
Yes.
So they would, after you deploy it, it would give like a script that you need to put in your pages, and it should work like this.
You have to position it down at the bottom.
It's on my way down the bottom, so I didn't have to do anything.
So to set up bot press, you tell it like. client base
There was like a template, like a ChatGPT bot template that they already did. I just used that.
You can ask anything you want.
You can like get like user information to that, and yeah, you basically can do everything with it.
And how did you make your dad farm?
Oh, he drew it actually manually.
So I use Inkscape,
Yeah.
and I just like add like an Inkscape files and links on. Let's see.
So,
Access, right? I
I
remember.
think it's on public now.
Oh, it's on public now?
I think so. In publics in assets.
Oh,
Yeah, right there.
right there?
I think
No, it's just thing.
yeah,
Oh, so many files now. Oh, right here.
yeah, yeah.
So yeah, basically it's like if you go to Inkscape and you draw something, it's gonna output like a code. And you just copy it and like put it on the navbar as a background pictures.
So you just save the SFG from.
You just save the SFG and then you and you just put it on the background pictures for the
Okay.
navbar.
What was the best part?
Best part. For me, me personally was bringing everything together. Errors have become my favorite thing to do. Fixing errors, it's like a game for me now. It's like, let me see what I can do. Yeah, so getting everything like coming in together and fixing things, I think is my best part of it.
The rest of it.
Uh,
Y'all pretty much broke it up, right?
Yes.
So for me, the best part is just designing the pages and the user interface, drawing stuff. The worst part is try to get the user authentication working. Like sign up and you sign in, but it's not working right now for some reason. It was working earlier. My PC is not working now. I don't know why.
What are you using next off?
I tried to use Nextdoor, but it was too complicated. So I used something else. I just used Bicrypt and other stuff to create it. Hey.
Yeah.
Yes. The plan API or which
Yeah,
one?
I think it's that one. Match.js.
This one?
Yeah.
Oh, it's just really simple. Just have all the. I tried to add 20 more, but then I just got lazy. Yeah.
It's very ridiculous, make it easier like Alice, I kind of explained it with the if else, if it had all that, there's also something that can be done.
Like making it great.
Yeah.
How did you guys set what plans show? Is that what it is right there? Right?
Yeah, when you search for them, they show. It just comes as one.
Yeah, so they sort of,
So
they
this
set
is
it
what
up,
you
so
were
the plants that showed up, they have like, they're storing the data.
So yeah.
And then that would be. So yeah.
So this is something like.
You can go back to the top.
Like the top of the screen.
Yeah, so see how we're doing the, you guys must paint plants, get them back in the.
Yeah, like from here.
Yeah.
That's similar to what you guys. That's awesome.
I'm not a design guy, and you guys, all y'all nailed it.
Yeah.
It always looked great, everything close together.
Well, that's a long set.
6-7 months,
Yeah.
No, it couldn't. Couldn't make a deal, now we made a whole side.
I hope y'all continue to work on these, continue to work to improve. Good stuff. This is what to do for life. Won't be sitting around talking.
Yeah. Keep working on it. Keep adding to it. It's the best way to learn, is to build real things.
Learn a lot more. Learn a lot of this change.
Yeah. Verge.
Thanks all so much for past
Thanks.
7 months.
Yeah.
I know 6 months was 7 or 8 months.
We started in January or February?
Yeah.
No, the end of January.
Yeah, January 21st.
Yeah.
Thanks for being my first class. It's awesome.
You did great.
Yeah,
We were
it was-
great.
Thank you for coming out. Especially, I have this point, can I say with your question?
We learned a lot.
Techlahoma is, I mean, it's changed my life. Like, I wouldn't be where I am without it, so I love that I can. work on it. I have 2 pieces of advice for you guys. Be the squeaky wheel, okay? Like, if people don't know you're here, then you're not gonna get anywhere. So, like, get in code newbies, get in, JavaScript, whatever you're interested in, 'cause you know there's a lot more in Techlahoma than just JavaScript. Yeah. If you are looking for a job doing this, like, people need to know who you are. So get out there, go to the meetups, talk to people, keep working on your skills, obviously. Yeah, because if you're just sitting there doing nothing. And the job market sucks. So the more you are out there showing your face and everything, showing your name, the better you're gonna do. And reach out, we're still here, love to help you, we're in the alumni group now, so.
Is this place open?
On Saturdays.
This.
No, because we have to be here to open it, yeah.
Oh, okay.
But like, we can continue to use Slack and like, if we wanna organize meeting up at some point later, that would be great. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I guess that's true, like, if we should just, you all should be going to the Techlahoma events and we will be too, so we can see each other there.
And if you didn't see, there's another network fair, I think this.
It's coming up soon, yeah.
If you're not getting the newsletter, you should totally get it, like.
The newsletter went out this morning, FYI.
Oklahoma's coming up, part 2, so
What is that?
Oklahoma or hackathon.
I knew it.
I put it in the group.
Yeah,
It's great, yeah.
Yeah, I'll be there. It's a good time.
What do you do?
So there's gonna be a bunch of projects that people bring in, that just wanna get done and just get together and act it out.
Oh, okay.
And I'm gonna put on a how-to hackathon group as well, which will be for people who've never done it before. It's gonna be really limited, like 10 people. But if you wanna go to that, sign up quickly. And I think I put the, put it in the channel, so.
Carl?
I'm running on.
I don't remember what my second was.
Oh, I thought that was the second.
Might have been.
Go to, yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
Overcon.
There it is.
Looks like me too.
Well, I was really impressed with the projects that are really good. So congrats.
For teaching us.
I noticed all the Halloween things, so you're the one.
Are you guys gonna go into the next
scene on February page? George, the Halloween thing, like on the back of your page. You're like, so what?
Oh, I was.
Is it good next year? Is it okay? Or just do It is not that far. I haven't messed around. I mean, reset like thing. Oh.
So I just go on Canva, find a bunch of stuff about, and like templates help a lot. I just find like a lot of things that I like. About other people, and then I make it.
I recommend you do that. Really? Yes.
Who is Nancy? I think Nancy Bell. Yeah.
See you, Nancy. Good work.
Yeah. I hope he does make that. That great, super cool.
Like Jira, like they're all the same, but like if you had one that had like questions. It's so funny.